Hey mate, thanks so much for sending the videos through, and really happy with what I'm seeing with your posture. I think it looks 10 times better, so well done on that. You look far more stable, far more athletic. Your rotation even looks a lot better. You know, as you're moving that club back, you're not as hunched with the arms, so there's a little bit more extension in the backswing. Nice big rotation there to the top. Still noticing quite a lot of pressure on this lead side. You know, if we kind of got you set here and I drew kind of your baseline, so just on the edge there of that foot, you would see that you really sit into that baseline as you get to the top. So think about it, if you keep moving your body over this red line, right, beyond your foot line, you're gonna feel pretty off balance. So what you're actually gonna do as you come down, you'll move in front of it, and then you're gonna start to stall as best you can. And that's why the hands get just a little bit caught behind, you just get a little bit flicky as you're coming around and through. So you can see that as you finish, you post up basically on that red line perfectly. It's just we wanna fine tune it a little bit so it's a little bit more reliable in terms of that pressure. So just getting, you know, a little bit more of sensation that there's a little bit more pressure in the inside of that trail foot. So kind of basically where that arrow is pointing, so that you have movement to the lead side, that you can actually have some space to get left and then actually start to rotate. So everything is in a better sequence. You'll see it from here. Again, great wrist angles as you're going back, good club face control. And then as we start to come down, just gets a little bit steep here. And the only reason it is because, again, the body is a long way left and you're trying to catch up with that club. So you're trying to pull that club down, not as much side bend as previous. Okay, so path is just a little bit better, which is cool. But I am still seeing you just hang back just a little bit and have to flick those hands around. But I definitely say a lot better than when I previously saw you last time. So really cool work that you've done. And you know, like you said last time, is that you play off an 8 handicap, the lowest you've been is a 4. It shows from this where you've been given that information, you've interpreted it, and then you've applied it really well. So well done on doing that. It's definitely not easy. And so for me, it would just be kind of fine tuning this movement, right? And one thing that you can easily do to give yourself that bit of range of motion, again, because you have that bad back, it's like, okay, what about we just get your feet and we just angle them out ever so slightly, right? Ever so slightly, angle those feet out, opens up the pelvis, allows for a little bit bigger of a rotation. Great, now let's just get you doing some work where we start to load some pressure into that trail foot, okay? Learning, okay, how does that pressure work into that trail foot so that we can then move it around. If we look here, and we'll go with Rory here again, but as he takes that club back, right, and let's draw that line from the outside of his feet, and you can actually see how his foot is angled out, right? So he's got that little bit of a flared foot going on, but there's the line as he takes the club back. Someone's holding the camera, it's not ideal, but he moves into that red line. So see how he's got space. He hasn't slided though, right? If we draw a line on this side, you'll see that he pivots around that. He's not sliding his body. He's staying very centered as he pivots. Bang, into that red line, bang, starts to rotate around and through, posts up on that red line, which is what we see you do in the end. It's just that, you know, you just get onto that red line far too early, right? And then you don't have much space. So you slide a little bit, tilt the spine back ever so slightly to try and slow down, and then that's when the hands start to flick. So we want to improve that impact position. We want to get you compressing that ball. So I'm going to give you 2 exercises. One's going to be based on just getting the pivot and load a little bit better. And then the other one is simply just going to be to get you feeling like, you know, you're extending your body to the target and you're just able to kind of move the pressure through a little bit cleaner and a little bit more efficiently. So I'll jump in front of the camera and I'll talk to you exactly what I mean by that.